Hi, Natasha and Allegra here, and welcome to our Picking Your Perfect Planner video. Let's be clear, it's not the perfect planner, it's the perfect planner for you. And why is that, Allegra?
Because there is no perfect planner. The perfect planner for you is the one that you are going to use and that accommodates your lifestyle.
Mhm.
And I have 3 tips to picking the perfect planner for you.
Mhm.
Number one, aesthetics. What does the planner look like on the outside, both in terms of visual appeal and size? So maybe you like the always in style classic maroon like Natasha has. I don't know where she is on your video, or black like I have. Maybe you like to go classic, or maybe you want something that's a little more jazzy.
Yeah, maybe you're into like jungle and rainbow and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe you
So
have fun with your planner.
So I like colorful and I like this metallic feel because it feels like a talisman to me. And I also like the giant size because I can't ignore it. I know where it is. It's easy to find. I can fit it in my bag mostly, but you might want something a little smaller. And maybe you don't have kids or anything like that. And so maybe you don't need the extra size and you like the little black dress, go for that.
Hmm.
So, so size and exterior aesthetics. Pick the
Matter.
one that calls to you, that makes you want to open it up and spend time with it.
Hmm. Yeah. So something too small for me, yes, it would fit in my purse, but it also like kind of like falls out of existence for me. I need something big enough that I'm like, oh right, bring your planner with you. And or when I open it up on my desk, it has enough room for me to fill in all the things that I need to fill in. I'm not squeezing stuff in the margin and that kind of thing. But that's for me.
So
Maybe
that's the first step.
portability is important to you.
So, tip number 2 is you need to have enough pages for your planning. So, we use a planner that has monthly pages and weekly pages because monthly is where you do the big overarching view, and then during your week you might need more room to maybe take notes along the way, or maybe you have a brainstorming session, that sort of thing. So you want to have a monthly calendar and weekly calendar. So Natasha, you have 2 kids, I have 1 kid. I know some moms who have more children who like to have more monthly calendar pages, so they'll use one of the binder planners, right? You have one of those there that you can show.
Yeah, so we have like, this is more of like your classic kind of loose leaf binder type situation. There's also this type where it's like a solid binder and you just like pop the pages in to these little pieces here. And these are great because they're expandable, and you can get extra calendar pages and you can do that kind of thing if that's better for you. If you wanted to have like a work calendar and a home calendar, which for some people that's definitely their jam. So you might want to look for something that's a little bit more customizable in that regard, or go the bullet journal route where you can really just
Right.
go ahead and customize it, yourself in that way.
So, along with me recommending monthly and weekly pages, the other thing is I recommend a journal that is around 250 to 350 pages based on how much other stuff you like to do. So, how much note taking you do. Maybe you sketch, maybe you gratitude journal, or maybe you just journal in general. I like to do a little bit of sketching. I do a tiny bit of gratitude journaling. I definitely do a lot of note taking. So, I find that this journal, which is around 300 pages, accommodates everything I need for a year. So
Mhm.
that's tip 2.
Yeah.
Tip number 3 are trackers and review pages. So maybe you want to drink more water or exercise more or go to bed more often. Go to bed more often. Or go to bed more often.
I,
Don't we all want to do that?
I please go to bed more often.
Go to bed at a certain time. That's actually a habit that I track. Another habit I track is not eating sugar Monday through Friday. Anyway, habit trackers are a great thing that is built into some planners. If you do a bullet journal, you can customize it, but that might be something you want to look for. And then the monthly review pages. Some planners have this, not all. This is not very common, but I love a monthly review page because we'll talk about that in class.
Right.
So that might be something you want to look at.
And both of the, if neither of those things are in the planner that you love, that's fine. We can figure out a way. We'll figure it. We'll show you how you can accommodate that. How you can go ahead and build in a habit tracker for yourself, and then make it more customizable to you, and build in that monthly assessment or the monthly recap, which is super important too. We don't want to skip that one.
Exactly. And then my bonus tip, this is completely optional, but if you like stickers and colored pencils, then I recommend it. I always think about picking a planner as reducing friction. You want to reduce whatever is standing in the way of you planning. And if adding color, if adding a fountain pen, if a pretty cover helps to make it more compelling to you, then that's great. You're reducing the friction. I like to use fountain pens for numerous reasons. One, I just like how they feel, but two, this is something that it's a memory of my father who's passed. And so I like using it. I feel like he's with me every day. And then I like the colored stickers because they make it pretty. And later on in a class, you'll find out how these actually make planning faster for me. So think about whatever's fun for you. So
I
those are my 3 tips.
with a regular pencil, and that's I'm pretty utilitarian when it comes to that. Although Allegra might be influencing me to start using colored pencils, but you may not be a colored pencil sticker person. That's
You
fine.
might not be, but you'll get to see in our class why we do it and how we do it, and you can decide for yourself. That's the great thing about it, and make it perfect for you.
Mm-hmm.
So again, my 3 tips. Number 1, the visual look of it and size. Number 2, the number of pages that you have and a monthly calendar and a weekly calendar. And number 3, a habit tracker and a monthly review. Those are things we highly recommend, but you can always create that. And then bonus tip, make it pretty with stickers and pens and pencils.
We will include a link to the planner that we love and use, and but you certainly don't have to use that whatsoever. Find what's going to work for you, and we're very excited to see you in class number 1.